A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Dobbs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well. Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They go play action here on first down. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Javon Wims, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On play action, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards there and a first down.
You can't block me.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Me. Hey, Mike 51.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch the whip. Mike 20.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Mariota. Gonna throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Bengals 13.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Dobbs, flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 24, Mariota. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's second down. Mariota now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on third down, Dobbs. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45.
Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Quick talk. Come on. Bring it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike.
From the gun on third down, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
52 right here. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Let's go,
Out of his end zone, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Again, it's Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Oh, Howard in trouble, and he can't get away. He's taken down, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Dobbs, and he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the run, it's Mixon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw Dobbs. And an alley to run. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike 20. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. There we go, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long here for Mariota. That one complete. He finds Shark. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, Downs. That's complete to Butler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Dobbs. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they run with Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the Bengals on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
From the gun, Dobbs. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dobbs to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on third down. Dobbs. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.